Hi everyone, it is Lindsay here from Rented Space. Thank you for joining me once again on my channel. If you like it, please press like, and if you want to hear more from me, then subscribe. Today I'm here to tell you, well, make a confession, I killed my sourdough starter. I didn't completely kill it. It was fine and I could have used it. I just had to take off the top layer, which was a little bit dry. Unfortunately, when I was getting rid of that, I lost it all either into the bin or on the floor. So I killed it / lost it, whichever you want to say. So thank goodness I'd only had it for a few weeks. It's not like I had it for years, or it was a family, hand-me-down. It was mine and I destroyed it. I was still pretty heartbroken. It's taken me, I did this yesterday and I was going to do a new video straight away, and I was just like, yeah, no. So today I'm doing it. So this is not my sourdough recipe. I have got it from another YouTuber. Her name is Amy Duska, and she's from Little Farm Spoon. So in the comments I will link her recipe. I have looked at so many different sourdough starter recipes in the last probably 6 to 8 weeks. I have scoured them, I've read them, I've watched their videos on how to put it together. I found that a lot of them, to be honest, was either a lot of work or very confusing for me. And I work 5 days a week. I have 3 children, my husband. We are an acreage, 5 acres of mowing, and there are so many weed trees here at the moment, and the rain has been astronomical, so there are weeds everywhere. We've had lots of fires, so seeds have come in from everywhere. It's just, there's limitations, and yes, I probably could have done them if I had have actually really tried, but I just wanted simple. So I liked the recipe. I liked how kind of easy it was to follow, how straight to the point it was. I also really liked the fact that when Amy did her recipe, that she has done it so that if you're a measuring person with cups, as I am with, cups and teaspoons, that she has catered for that. Or if you are a weigh with scales, that is also an option. Now I do have scales, and I used to use them actually all the time. The battery has died, and my kitchen where it is now, I keep replacing the batteries. The kids put stuff on it, and then when I go to use it next, the battery's flat. So I've just given up now. But I really liked how I could do it either way for me. Now, there's only 3 lots of equipment you need. Amy requests a glass jar, so I've actually got this one from Kmart. I think it was $7. It comes with bamboo lid. Now, it isn't airtight as such, but it does have a seal. But it actually worked really well for my original sourdough. When it went dry, I had been washing this container, so it was in my jug, and I thought, I won't change over containers until it comes time to feeding it next. And well, that was yesterday, and you all know the story. I killed it / threw it in the bin on the floor. Anyway, I lost it. So this jar is really good if you're in Australia. Like I said, there's Kmart have many sizes of this. I chose the medium instead of the small. I thought the large would be way too big. And the small was great, but I do want to be able to make lots of, I want to try and start to make, I was making it for a while, bread every day. I got out of the habit, but I kind of want to go back to making it at least every second day. If I make sandwiches for this lot, it is 2 loaves of homemade bread. I have 3 teenagers and my husband and myself. So, I want to make sure that there's always bread, or bread rolls for hamburgers, for dinner rolls when we have pasta, that kind of thing. So my thought was, might as well get the bigger dish, and then I'm set. She also says about a spatula, so I just have some all plastic spatulas, and then a scale or your measuring cups. She's got the scale there, but realistically the cups and the tablespoons and things as well. And your ingredients are, and now this actually gets you started, the starter going, and also helps you feed it for a while. So it is 6 cups of all-purpose flour and 3 cups of whole wheat flour. Sorry, I am reading off the recipe. And then water. Now it is lukewarm water. it says it in the recipe, but when it says ingredients, it just says water. But and when she does her YouTube, it says, look, she says lukewarm as well. Now, you are to combine the whole wheat flour with your all-purpose flour. I have already done this in this container. This was actually a lot fuller, but this is my initial lot that I have done. Now, I went to a local company here, Go Vita, and I got organic all-purpose flour and organic whole wheat flour. If you're going to make your own bread, there's not everything that I can afford always organic, and I try and do it where I can, but realistically, if you're going to buy wheat and things, you know, kale and spinach are other ones because they really do seep in your pesticides. So, you know, high watering crops are probably your best ones too, which is why I've started growing my own spinach and kale along with my lettuce from home. And I do have a video with my Mr. Stacky pots for that, which you can see. Now, I am still new at all these videos. They are not the best. They're not perfect. I am learning just as much as everyone else. I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. This is a newer area for me. We've lived here for a few years, but we have been suffering through drought and floods and things like that. So this is our first year of a proper planted garden. So please bear with me. But anyway, so that's where I got that from. Now the container, actually, it's a Sistina container. It is actually, that is a airproof container, airtight. And I just got that from Coles. I have seen them other places as well, but I mean, I got it from Coles. I think Big W have them. And I'm pretty sure if you hopped onto Amazon or any of those companies, you'd be able to find them as well. But something similar. It doesn't have to be exactly. It's just something similar. Okay, so first thing we are to do is with our container, we are to get, with our mix, we are to get 1 cup of the flour mixture and 1/2 cup of warm water in a clean jar. Now this is clean. I have already done that. So we will put that in. Now what it says is to cover the jar loosely and leave it in a warm spot in your kitchen for 24 hours. Hence the reason why I have my bamboo lid. It does cover it loosely. It's not super tight. That's why I liked this container. So we'll just, now this is a 1/2 cup here. So I'll put that in. Now it does also say, so once you've put the 1/2 cup of, your 1 cup of flour in, so that's 1/2 cup, and that's my 2nd cup, and then I'll just grab 1/2 cup of my warm water, and I already put that in a jug just so I didn't have to go anywhere, except I did forget a spatula, so give me 1 second. Okay, so then just mix it together. Now this is day 1, so we just do this today, and then on the 2nd and 3rd day, what we do is we will feed it again. So you will take it all out except for 2 tablespoons, and again, you don't take it all out, you just take out what has to be done. And then after that, you will go to feeding it twice a day. So when you do that though, you only discard, when you do it twice, feed it twice a day, you only discard at the first feeding. You don't have to discard anything at the 2nd. So we just mix it up, and because this has a bit of a dent on the bottom, I'm just making sure that I mix it properly. There we go. Okay, so that is it. Now it does start to bubble. Anyone who's done sourdough before will know. And that's it. So it's just a quick little video. I will show you, check out, I will come back and do little videos over the next probably couple of weeks just to show you how it's progressing. But that's basically it for now. Now if you want, a lot of people do say to put a rubber band around it. I've dirtied my container a little bit so you can't really tell. But I did that the first time. I just found that, to be honest, because this container is quite big, until I got it through to probably day 4 or 5 when I had a lot more in there, there was no point in actually doing that. But you will see it starts to come along nicely. And I just have been putting it either by my kitchen window or behind me next to my stove, depending on the weather. Today's a really nice day, so I'll put it by the window, but on the colder days I've just put it next to the stove, so when I'm doing my cooking it stays warm but it doesn't get too hot. Alright, wonderful. Well, thanks again for joining me in my kitchen today. I will be doing some more bits and pieces. If you have anything that you'd like to see, please let me know, leave comments. If you have your own sourdough and you have great recipes for me to try, or you have ideas on a different way of starting your sourdough, please let me know. I just feel that we all teach each other something and it's always a good thing to learn. So from coastal rural New South Wales, thank you so much and have a lovely day. See you later.